Want to automate your HR leave request process using chatbot in Microsoft Teams without writing a single code? In this tutorial, I'll show you how you can create leave request bot using Microsoft Power Virtual Agent, Power Automate, and SharePoint list. What this bot will do? This bot will collect leave request detail from the employee, then send an approval request to the manager via email or Teams notification. Then whatever the request and decision of that particular leave request, it will store in the SharePoint list and respond back to the employee with the final status of their leave request via the Teams. So let me tell you how you can do that. So before going ahead in this video, let me tell you what you will learn from this video. First, you will learn how to create SharePoint list which will store the leave request. Second thing, you will learn how to create bot using Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. Third thing, you will learn how you can integrate Microsoft Power Automate flow to the Power Virtual Agent, or you can say Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. And fourth thing, you will learn how you can integrate that bot to the Microsoft Teams of the employee. So without delay, let's get started. So let me tell you the first thing, how you can create a SharePoint list which will store the leave request. So I have already created a SharePoint list which will store the user leave request under the YouTube demo site. Here I have created this much column. First column which will store the employee name, then second column is a type of choice which can be four choices, that is sick leave, work from home leave, other type of leave, or plan leave, anything. Then four type of choice I am giving. Then I am accepting the start date and end date, which is a type of a date and time. Then I am storing the reason of the leave, and then status. So by default status will be pending, but if manager approve or reject, according to that status will be updated. And manager response also we are storing, and we are storing the on which date the request is made by the employee. So this much column I have created. So I hope you understand how to create a SharePoint list. Simply you just need to click on create and write the name of the column. I have already created, so I'm just demonstrating you how you can do that. After that, let me tell you the second thing, how you can create Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. So for that, what you need to do? You need to go to the Microsoft Copilot Studio website, that by just writing Microsoft Copilot Studio, and once you click on the first link, this page will open. Then you need to click on sign in. Once you click on sign in, the Copilot Studio interface will open. Here you need to create your agent. How you can create your agent? So first of all, you need to select in which environment you want to create your agent. So I'm selecting the environment which I have made with my name, that is Krupali. So let me click on this environment. First time it will take little bit time. Just wait and select the environment. Once you select the environment, again this page will load. So I have selected my environment. Now if you want to create your agent, you need to click on create. Under this agent, you will see your created agent. So let me create an agent. Let me click on this plus sign. So you will see that screen. So you need to click on new agent. And here it will ask whether you need any help for the Copilot. So you can write your description, but I don't want to configure right now. So let me just click on skip configuration and give the agent name. Let's say leave request agent, or I'm writing giving a name as a agent leave. Okay, and you can write the description and click on create. Once you click on create an agent, automatically some of the topics will be created. Let me just show you. So here you can see that agent is created with the default topic, that is goodbye, greeting, start over, and any other topic. But here I want to create my own topic which will take leave request from the user. So for that you need to click on add topic and click on from blank. Once you click on from blank, this trigger will automatically create it. So I'm not creating a bot from the beginning. Let me show you what I have created. So let me go to the Copilot Studio. So here I have created one topic, that is submit leave request. Let me open that. So once you open that, automatically one trigger will be created, which is a type of phrase. So here you can edit that. Okay, so let me just click on edit, and you can write the phrase using which that topic will trigger. Okay, so here I have already written the topic, that is or you can say the phrases, that is apply for leave, submit vacation request, need time off, or you can add anything. After that, what I am taking? I am taking username. I am taking username, that means employee name, then type of leave via the question, and here also I am taking the start date and end date. But remember, this start date and end date I am taking as a string, and here in SharePoint list I am making it as a date and time. Automatically string data will be converted into date, but the reason for taking here string is that when I'm sending this detail to the Power Automate, at that time the data, that is date and time data, it will generate an error. So just for right now I'm just taking it as a string. So I'm taking leave start date and end date. How you can take that? You just need to click on plus sign and select ask question. Okay, so and then you can write a question, so you can do that. So here I am taking the four things, not four things but five things: employee name, type of leave, start date, end date, and reason for the leave. So here I have taken that. After that, what I need to do, whatever the leave request is submitted by the employee, that I need to store it into the Microsoft SharePoint list. At the time of storing the leave request, I need to store the status as a pending. Why? Because when users submit the leave request, at that time pending status should be there. So here you can click on this plus sign, and you can click on add an action. Once you click on add an action, this small window will appear. From that, you can create your Power Automate flow, or whatever the flow is listed, you can select that. So if I want to create my own flow, you need to click on new agent flow, then automatically Power Automate window will open. I have already created a flow for that, so let me show you. So here the second part is we are keeping it on a hold, that is create a Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. Now what we will do in third step, let me tell you how you can create Microsoft Power Automate flow, that is approval flow, which will insert data into the SharePoint list, then send an approval to the manager, and whatever the response of the manager is, that it will submit to the employee, as well as it will update the status of that particular leave request. So here you can click on new agent, but I have already created a flow. The name is when an agent call the flow. So let me just click on that, when an agent call the flow. So first, this is trigger is automatically created, and the last action is automatically created. So in between you need to add that action. So here I am accepting five things from the agent. So here I have created a five variable which will store the name, then leave type, reason, start date, and end date. Then after taking data from the bot, what next action you need to create? You need to take an action called create item. So that will insert data into the SharePoint list. So let me click on that. After taking an action, you need to give the site address and list name. And then you need to enter the respective variable value with the respective column. So here I am inserting this four variable value in the respective column, that is employee name, leave type, reason for the leave, end date, and start date. Apart from that, what I need to do, I need to store the status as a pending when user submitting the leave request. So here I am writing pending manually, and then I am storing the leave request date. So date I am not accepting from the user, but whatever the current date or on which date user request, I am getting from the UTC now function, and it will get the current date and it will insert into the SharePoint list. So this action will store the data into the SharePoint list. After that, what I need to do? I need to submit that leave request approval to the manager. So here you need to click on start and wait for an approval. Now in case of multiple person, let's say one person is serving to two manager, so here you can write that approval or reject, that is type of approval flow, to whom everyone must approve, one must approve first, or anything. So here I'm just writing everyone must approve. And after that you need to give the title. So when request go to the manager, what title it will display? So it will display leave request approval. Now to whom that leave request will go? So here you can write your manager. autom Here also you can get the person manager detail from the person name, but here I am writing myself. Why? Because I cannot open my manager teams here and show you. Uh, so here I am writing my email, so I'm considering this person is my manager, and then I'm giving the detail. Let's say when managers see the request, what detail the manager will get? So manager will get employee name, leave type, start date and end date and reason. So whatever data I have inserted in the Microsoft SharePoint list, that all will display. Then if you want to send additional link, you can send it, but I don't want. So let me just keep here as it is. After that, what you need to do? It will, this thing will send and request to the manager. Let me just small this and just here click on. So after this request, or you can say wait for an approval action, when the manager approve or reject, at that time whatever the output of that particular, whatever the output of the particular response, I'm storing into one variable. So you need to take an action called compose. So here you need to write outcome. So whatever the previous action outcome is there, I am storing it. Now outcome can be reject or approve. So if manager approve, at that time I need to update the status approval, and if manager reject this leave request, then I need to update the status as a leave rejected. So here I am taking a condition action, and whatever the outcome of that, that is compose output, is equal to approve, I am comparing it. If it is yes, so I need to take an action called apply to each, and under that I need to write update an item. So if you just directly take an update an item action, automatically apply to each will come. Why? Because we are taking comments from the user or comments from the manager. So here I am taking one action called update an item. Now which item I want to update? Whatever the item we have or whatever the data we have just inserted in this flow, I can add that. So here you need to write id equal to body slash id, and list name and site address I need to that. Then status value approval, and whatever the response of the manager, that is comments, okay, that I need to store it. So here whatever the response will back, it will store into the comments variable, and here I am writing it. Then in case if manager reject the leave request, so at that time here you can see that rejected status value is there, and comment we are using same. And at the end, whatever message we want to give to the user, I need to write here. Okay, you can keep it blank and write it in a Copilot also. After this thing, I need to publish this, and this Microsoft Power Automate flow, I need to integrate to the Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. So here in the topic, when I click on call an action, and I need to select the flow name. So when an agent call the flow. So once you select that, you need to set this. So here these are the variable name this flow will accept, and I need to pass the respective value. So here you can see that here whatever the data I'm taking from the user, I'm storing it into the variable. Let's say if I'm taking user, employee name, so I'm storing into the employee variable. So you can click on this and you can change the name of the variable. Let me just see that. So you can change the name. So whatever the name of the variable I'm giving, I need to pass it in the flow, and whatever the response I'm getting from the flow, I'm storing into the response variable. And I'm giving message, whatever the response is getting from the flow, to the user via the send a message action. If you click on this plus sign, so if you want to give something to the user as an output, so you need to select send a message and write your detail. So this way you can integrate Microsoft Power Automate flow with the Power Virtual Agent. So I hope you understand that. Now let me tell you the fourth thing, how you can integrate this Microsoft agent to your team. So first of all, after making that flow, you need to test it. So let me just click on this, refresh that, and you need to track also, so which input I am giving. So let me just give, switch on that, track between topics, and let me just write need time off, because I am writing I have written a phase that need time off. So employee name I am writing, let's say Manan. Okay, then type of leave I am writing vacation leave. So you can see according to that the highlighted topic will come, or highlighted question will, you can see that. So start date, let's say 5th June 2025. Then it will ask for leave end date 10th June 2025, and reason for leave, let's say out of city. So when I submit all the things, this Power Agent flow will call the flow. And what this flow will do? Flow will send and request to the manager. So you can see that a manager is getting a request here. In activity, you will see that. Okay, so manager approval request is there. But before that, if you refresh your list, you will see that a request is there. Here you can see that by default the status is pending. Now let me just remove or you can say approve the status. I'm writing enjoy, and I'm approving enjoy your vacation. Okay, I made a spelling mistake, pardon me, and let me just approve it. So here manager approve. After that, what you will see, if you just refresh this list, instead of pending, it was approval, and whatever the comment is there, you will see that. And here in agent, you can see that check your team message for notification or approval. So we are sending something to the user, so that message will come to the Microsoft team. So we are done with that, and after that you need to publish it. So once I publish that, what I need to do? I need to go to the channels, and you need to click on Teams and Microsoft 365 Copilot. So if you have published your latest, you will see that my agent name is here. I have taken an agent. You can see that, and you can edit the details. And here you can see that see agent in Teams, and you can cancel that, and here you can click on that Microsoft Web instead. Now here you will see that update now is coming, because I have already done it. So that agent will open automatically. I have done it for testing purpose previously, otherwise you will not see anything, this blank chat window. And if you just write here, or you can also pin that. Okay, if you just click on that, and you can remove that, or you can just move to here, but let me just keep as it is, and let me just write need time off, or you can write leave request also, whatever matching phrases are there. So here it will ask employee name, so I'm writing my name Krupali. Okay, Then, so here in Teams, we are chatting with the agent and the agent will do remaining things. So let's say work from home request, leave start date, let's say 5th June 2025. Leave end date, let's say 30 June 2025. Reason for leave, let me just write test. So here you will see that agent will process, and here that request is coming. See, so here in Teams you can see that. Check your Teams message or notification for the approval status. Okay, and if we just see the SharePoint list, you can see that the details of the leave. Okay, so this way you can integrate your bot. Let me just show you again. You can integrate your bot with the agents just simply by clicking on see agent in Teams, and then it will automatically pop up. Okay, if you first time doing it, the small window will come and you need to edit. Okay, so I hope you understand that. So before ending this video, let me tell you what you have learned from this video. From this video, you have learned how to create leave request bot without writing a single line of code in Microsoft Copilot Studio. So first thing, you have learned how to create SharePoint list which will store the leave request detail. Second thing, you have learned how to create Microsoft Power Virtual Agent using Copilot Studio. Third thing, you learn how to integrate Microsoft Power Automate flow with the Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. And fourth thing, you learn how you can integrate your agent to the Teams. So I hope you understand. Thank you for choosing Know How Academy as a source of your IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate to the tech world. If you have any question, do not feel hesitate to reach out us. Stay curious, keep learning.